Okay, guys, let's just talk about Joao Pedro, the Chelsea striker. Is it possible that Chelsea can trust this player to score goals? Is it possible that Chelsea fans can trust this player, you know, to be consistent in terms of goal scoring? We all agree that Joao Pedro is a very good striker. For me, I think he's a very good player. Okay, I feel like he's a very, very good player, but I don't know if he can be consistent in scoring goals. You know, because if you're following the Premier League, since Joao Pedro have been in the Premier League, I don't think he has scored up to 15 league goals before. When he was at Watford, I don't think he scored up to that number. Obviously, he was much more younger when he was at Watford. And then he came to Brighton, played 2 seasons, 2 years in Brighton. I don't think he scored up to that number. So for the player, in terms of talent, you could see he's a very talented footballer. He can dribble, his first touch is good, he's a hard worker, he can press. In terms of tight spaces, he's very good in tight spaces. So he has all those quality. But in terms of goal scoring, we haven't seen him do that in terms of numbers. Scoring up to 15 league goals. He has never done that before in his career as a striker. Now, I don't think he is that out and out proper number nine that will remain in the box, like Erling Haaland, those kind of quality, those kind of strikers, or Harry Kane, or even Delap. I don't think he's that kind of striker. I think he's that kind of striker that will join the midfield, link up play. He wants to feel the game. He's that kind of striker. He's not that kind of. It's not Erling Haaland, their profile of striker that will always want to, remain in the 18-yard box. They want the ball to come to him, go correct. Those kind of striker. He is not that kind of profile. But at the same time, we also agree that he's a very, very good player. My point is, can Chelsea trust him to score goals? Can Chelsea trust him to be consistent in terms of goals? Because I think he's ahead of Nicolas Jackson now in terms of that striking position. I think he's ahead of Nicolas Jackson because these 2 games he has played for Chelsea in the Club World Cup, he has been amazing in those 2 games. His first game, his debut, he came on, he was very good in that game, played very well in that game. And then his second game was when he started, the game against, Fluminense. Obviously, his first game was against Palmeiras. He was very good in that game. And then his second game he played for Chelsea in the Club World Cup was against Fluminense. He was very good in that game. Scored 2 beautiful, amazing goals. And obviously, he was the man of the match in that game. My point is, in the Premier League, can he give us those kind of performance in terms of, can he be clinical? Because this is a player, like I said before, he has never scored up to 15 league goals before. He has never scored up to 15 league goals before. Can he score up to 15? That is if he's a regular starter for Chelsea. That is if he's playing as the number 9. Because I feel like this coach could use him as a number 9. Obviously, he can also play, as a supporting striker. He can also come from the wings. I think he can come from the left side of the wing. So these are the positions that he can play. And as well, he can play as a number 9. Because these 2 games he has played, he played as a number 9. So my point is, if he's playing as a number 9, say Enzo Maresca is using the player as a number 9, can he finish his chances? Because if you've watched him, you will not say he's wasteful as a striker. You can't say that about the player that is wasteful. That is, he's that kind of player that is not clinical. He's not that kind of player that doesn't know how to score goals. Like, for example, Nicolas Jackson. If you're talking about Jackson, you always say he is not clinical as a striker. That's the thing that people always talk about Nicolas Jackson. As a striker, he's not clinical. He is so wasteful, as a striker. You can also say the same thing about Darwin Nunes, the striker, the Liverpool striker. He's also wasteful in front of goal. He's not clinical. But you can't say the same thing, for Joao Pedro, because I can't remember watching him missing so many chances. Obviously, we don't watch Brighton the way we watch Chelsea. We don't watch Brighton the way we watch Liverpool. But I can still say the few times I've watched this player, I haven't really seen him miss clear-cut chances like the way Jackson missed or like the way Darwin Nunes missed. So my point is, if he's the striker for Chelsea, he will get those chances. The opportunity will come to him because Chelsea are one of those teams that create a lot of chances. Even last season, I think they were I don't know, second team in terms of chances creation. They create a lot of chances, last season, this past season. But then when you have player, a striker like Nicolas Jackson that always miss clear-cut chances, it's difficult to score goals. So I feel like if he can be clinical, he will score a lot of goals. And like I said before, watching him at Brighton, I can't remember him missing too many chances because every striker missed opportunities, every striker missed chances. But for him, I can't remember him missing too many chances. I can't remember him being wasteful in front of goal. So I'm feeling like if he maybe be the starting striker or number 9 for Chelsea, I'm feeling like he can get to that number. I'm feeling like he can score up to 15 league goals or even maybe 20 league goals because obviously he will not be the one playing the penalties for Chelsea. Because if you will say he's a better striker than Nicolas Jackson, if you will say he's a better player than Nicolas Jackson, Jackson in his first season at Chelsea, scored 14 league goals without penalty. 14 league goals in his first season under Pochettino. He scored 14 league goals. And then this is a player that always missed a lot of chances. Even that season, he missed so many chances and then managed to score 14. You know. And then last season, under Enzo Maresca, I think he scored up to maybe 10 or 11. I can't remember, but between 10 or 11 league goals he scored and without penalty. So if we are saying he's a better striker than Nicolas Jackson, then we will expect him to score more than Nicolas Jackson. That is if he will be the regular starter in terms of the number 9 position. But obviously, I don't think he will always start games for Chelsea, even if he might be the first choice striker because there's also Delap. Like I said, I think he's ahead of Jackson now in that position. I also feel like Delap as well is ahead of Jackson in that position. So for me, if he will be the regular starter for Chelsea, I expect him to score up to 15 league goals or even more because the chances will come. This team creates a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities. Those opportunities will come. So if he can be clinical, then I expect I'm feeling like he's supposed to score up to that number. So it will be interesting to see if he will be that kind of player that will be clinical in front of goal. Like I said before, I can't remember him missing so many chances like Nicolas Jackson or this kind of player. So yeah, your thoughts, your opinion on this one. Do you think if he eventually maybe become the number 9 or first choice number 9 for Chelsea, do you think he can be reliable, in scoring goals? So your thought, your opinion on this one, you let me know.